Well, my friends, this is another case of a young man, aged about 25 years. This young man has developed abdominal discomfortness, dyspepsia, bloating abdomen, sometimes quality pain in the abdomen. Now, what is the cause? It has been seen by the CT scan of the abdomen. There is a well-defined hypodense lesion with calcification. The lesion measuring about 48 into 36 millimeter in the left lobe of the liver, extending to the gastrohepatic space. লিভারের মধ্যে বড় সিস্ট পাওয়া গেছে। Now this cyst is diagnosed as hydatid cyst. Hydatid cyst. What is hydatid cyst? Hydatid cysts are the cysts found mainly in the liver, or later on even it goes into the lungs, brain, etc. A very grave type of disease caused by the larval stage of the tapeworm Echinococcus granulosus. This tapeworm is carried by dogs. There are some persons in the society who handle the dogs, who cares the dogs, who loves the dogs. So those persons suffer from this hydatid cyst disease. There is one bastard in our complex always handling many dogs in the staircase, in all the floors here, etc. And I have a quarrel many times with that bastard. The bastard one day will also suffer from this hydatid disease, and he will spread this disease to other flat owners too. Now this young man, history reveals that he had some dogs at childhood, and he carried the dogs, he maintained the dogs. So naturally, the larval stage of the tapeworm Echinococcus granulosus entered into his body. There are other two tapeworms. You know, there are few tapeworms enters into the body. One is Tinea. There are two tapeworms, Tinea saginata, another is Tinea solium, and this is known as Tinea echinococcus. These three tapeworms, these ones are looks like tape, ফিতের মতন চওড়া হয়. That's why it is known as tapeworm, looks like tape. Tinea saginata comes from the beef. গরুর মাংস থেকে আসে। গরুর মাংসের মধ্যে থাকে এই কৃমিগুলো, বাচ্চাগুলো, এবং ঠিক মতন সিদ্ধ না হলে 45 মিনিট ধরে ঠিক মতো ফুটানো না যায়, তাহলে তার থেকে those who are the eater of the beefs, they suffer from sometimes Tinea saginata. It takes the Tinea saginata larva and suffers from tapeworm disease. Some persons who take the pork, শুকরের মাংস, তার থেকে আসে Tinea solium. সেই কৃমিগুলোর নাম হচ্ছে Tinea solium. সেই লার্ভা শুকরের মাংস থেকে মানুষের শরীরে প্রবেশ করে এবং রোগের সৃষ্টি করে। আর কুকুরের মাংস না খেলেও কুকুর হ্যান্ডেল করলে, আফটার হ্যান্ডেলিং দ্য ডগস, the Tinea enters into the body known as Tinea echinococcus, and this larval stage is known as Echinococcus. So there are three tapeworms are responsible for the produce tapeworm diseases in human being. Or the name of the tapeworms are Taenia saginata, comes from the beef, Taenia solium comes from the pork, and Taenia echinococcus comes from the dog. So I am showing the pictures of these three tapeworms, my friends. This is Taenia solium. This is a picture of a pork and how the pork, the larval stage, ছোট বাচ্চাগুলোকে তাকে বলা হয় larval stage, enters into the human body. Eggs ingested by the pig become cysticerca in muscles. ওর জন্য তো করলে হবে না, আমার একটা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল চারিদিকে যাচ্ছে। So the pig ingested the cysticercus. From the pig, the cysticercus is swallowed. যখন খাচ্ছে, they develop to the adult tapeworms into the human intestine. মানুষের ইন্টেস্টিনে গিয়ে অ্যাডাল্ট টেপওয়ার্ম তৈরি হচ্ছে এবং তার থেকে এই টেপওয়ার্মগুলো বড় হচ্ছে। দিস ইজ ইন কেস অফ পর্ক। Now another variety is known as Taenia saginata, that is beef tapeworm. I am showing the beef tapeworm, my friends. In this book, there is no picture of Taenia saginata, so please read this line. Prevention depends on efficient meat inspection and through cooking of beef. ঠিকমতো সিদ্ধ না হলে ওই লার্ভাগুলো ভিতরে ঢুকে যায়। Infection with Taenia saginata occurs in all parts of the world. The adult worm may be several meters long, অনেক লম্বা হয়, and produces minimal intestinal upset in human beings. But identification of segments in the feces or on underclothing distress patients. Ova may be found in the stool. এইভাবে আস্তে আস্তে Taenia saginata, Taenia solium এবং Taenia echinococcus মানুষের মধ্যে ছড়িয়ে পড়ে। Now from dog, the dogs are the definitive hosts of the tapeworm Echinococcus granulosus. The larval stage, a hydatid cyst, normally occurs in sheep or cattle or camels also and other animals exposed to contaminated pustules of water. So, by handling a dog or drinking contaminated water, humans may ingest the eggs of the Taenia echinococcus and may suffer. It enters into the lungs. This is a picture of the cyst in this patient having cyst in the liver like this. This is a picture of cyst in the liver. The cyst may appear into the lungs. Lungs cyst হতে পারে, and lastly the cyst may enter into the brain. So it is a very dangerous disease, my friends. So a hydatid cyst is typically acquired in childhood and after growing for years may cause specific pressure symptoms. In nearly 75% of patients, the right lobe of the liver is invaded and contains a single cyst. In others, a cyst may be found in lung, bones or brain anywhere. So see the written line here. The patient, the right lobe of the liver is invaded and contains a single cyst in the liver. A cyst may be found in lung, bone and even into the brain. So it is a very dangerous disease. Homeopathic treatment is entirely symptomatic as we treat the patient, not the disease. Our mode of treatment is after taking thoroughly case taking and analysis and evaluation of symptoms. So these patients require T occidentalis as because other symptoms corresponding to T occidentalis.